Hey guys, welcome back to the Kool-Aid Podcast. Welcome back to another video. On today's video, guys, we're going to be talking about Iñaki Peña because the media has reported that he has had a heated exchange with Hansi Flick. And then as well, we're going to be talking about Ansu Fati and Frenkie de Jong. There is some development in both of their situations, so we're going to be talking about that on the channel. But guys, before I get to start on the video, make sure to follow me all of my social media platforms. Everything's posted down below in the description. Go over there and check me out. That way you guys stay up to date with everything that I do on the channel. But guys, let's just start with the video. All right, guys, let's get started with the video and let's talk about Iñaki Peña because a report from Juan Martí and Spor, they reported that a heated exchange took place a couple days ago between Iñaki Peña and Hansi Flick. Iñaki Peña, he wanted to meet with Hansi Flick in order to discuss why he decided to have Szczesny be the number one goalkeeper, and as well see why he lost his starting spot as the starting goalkeeper, and that's completely understandable. And Hansi Flick, he pointed out that Peña's lateness to the Super Cup semi-final was a big issue, and Hansi Flick, he felt that there wasn't self-criticism from Iñaki Peña. And after the meeting, Iñaki Peña, he left with a bitter feeling, a reduced playing time in the squad, and as well, even possibly considering his future at the club. And my thoughts on all those reports were, one, I understand why Peña is feeling upset. It's completely understandable. Hansi Flick, he came out before the start of the new year, and he was adamant that you were going to be the number one keeper. And then, out of the blue, he's decided that Szczesny was going to be the number one goalkeeper. And even looking when you've done nothing wrong, it's completely understandable why Iñaki Peña would feel a little bit bitter. And two, also, I don't think it's also the issue of Iñaki Peña being late as a big talking point. Obviously, you want some accountability from Iñaki Peña for being late to the Super Cup semi-final, but as well, we've seen Jules Koundé, for example, be late once, and he still remains the starting right back. And so I think this is more of Hansi Flick just saying, hey, that is a big talking point. You should have taken responsibility for your, I would say, for your tardiness. But as well, I also think, for example, Szczesny's quality, I think that also, gives him a workaround or an excuse to have Szczesny start and goal. But, I've said it time and time again, guys, on the channel, Szczesny, he is the better goalkeeper than Iñaki Peña. When you look at how Iñaki Peña is feeling, obviously you would feel hard done by. But when you have such a veteran goalkeeper who has played in some of the biggest games in the world and in the toughest occasions, you'd understand why Hansi Flick would be wanting to bring in Szczesny into the number one goalkeeper position. But guys, I want to know your guys' thoughts down below. Do you guys think it's rightfully so that Iñaki Peña is feeling upset because of that change in the goalkeeper? But now, guys, I'm gonna be talking about Ansu Fati, because Mundo Deportivo have reported that Turkish teams, they are still interested in Ansu Fati. They recognize his talent, and since their transfer market is open until Tuesday, February the 11th, Ansu Fati can still leave, and the Turkish clubs, they are exploring the possibility of Ansu Fati. But the thing is, Ansu Fati, he is still very reluctant to leave. He does not want to leave Barcelona. Besiktas and Fenerbahçe, two teams who have been pushing hard to convince him to leave and join them. Jorge Mendes, he has been receiving calls from these Turkish clubs, but Ansu Fati, he remains adamant that he wants to stay at Barcelona. And my opinion on the whole Ansu Fati situation is I think this is the right move for Ansu Fati. Leave the club, get some regular minutes, start playing football, because under Hansi Flick, he has made it adamant you are not going to be playing, and it's going to be very, very hard for you to get back to the level that you want to be and have a career in football if you just aren't simply playing. The baseline thing that you have to do as a professional footballer is be on the pitch, and if you can't even do that, then That's basically career over. But guys, would you guys want Ansu Fati to leave down below? Would you guys want him to join Besiktas or Fenerbahçe? Let me know your guys' thoughts down below. And the last piece of news that I did want to discuss on today's video, guys, is in regards to Frenkie de Jong, because in that report as well, Mundo Deportivo, they have reported that Frenkie de Jong is one of Joan Laporta's favorite players, and he would be very happy to see Frenkie de Jong extend his contract beyond 2026. But as of right now, Barcelona, they're just going to be looking at how Frenkie de Jong performs in the next upcoming month, and then going to be deciding the next steps and what the club is going to do with him. But if the club, they do decide to keep him, then Joan Laporta, he will do his part to make it happen. And if Frenkie de Jong does perform well and his market value does increase, I remain adamant that Barcelona, they should be looking to sell Frenkie de Jong in the summer. It's just, I think it's a cycle that has closed. Even though Frenkie de Jong, he's been performing really well in these past couple of games, and he's had a resurgence. I already know what Frenkie de Jong can give me. I don't think that he's going to be reaching a level that we haven't seen before, and so Barcelona, they should be knowing when to sell. That's something that Barcelona, they always struggle with, and I remain adamant. I would want Barcelona to look for a Frenkie de Jong exit, but Joan Laporta has different plans. If you guys are in favor of Joan Laporta, let me know. Or are you guys more inclined to letting him go for a fee? I want to hear your guys' thoughts down below in the comments. And as always, guys, make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. And see you guys all in the next video. Peace out, guys.